Hi, so today we are going to focus on our counting and improving our number sense. So you might even want to have some objects at home that you can count. Maybe you want to have some blocks beside you or some kind of Legos would work. Anything that you have multiple of that you can count. So we are going to do this like we would do this at school. So we would have our screen pulled up and we have Emily. Emily has 2 trash bags. Count 2 trash bags. So, and if you're pushing on these at home and you want to work through this lesson after me on your own independently, you can go ahead and push on the screen. If you're using an iPad, or if you're using a laptop, you just click on the cursor and it will count and speak for you. So I know you can't hear it, but I'll just show you what it looks like. Okay. And then so it says Emily has 2 trash bags. Count 2 trash bags. So we're going to go 2. Whoops. I didn't want to do that first. I want to count the trash bags. So whoa. So we have 1, 2. Then what we would do at school is we would hold up the number 2. And you can even hold up 2 number 2. So if you have a brother or a sister that wants to help out, whoever might be living at your house that want to help out, if you can write the number 2 on 2 pieces of paper, or at least on 1, and you can keep these because you're going to be using these over and over again. Write the number 2 and hold up the number 2 and then ask, how many trash bags does Emily have? So you're holding up the number, and when they reach for that number, you're going to go ahead and click the number 2 on the screen for them so that it'll record the correct answer. Okay, so how many trash bags does Emily have? Emily had 2. 1, 2. So Emily had 2 trash bags. Now it says Chris has 6 trash bags. Count 6 trash bags. So if you have blocks or if you have something at home that you're working through this lesson with me, you might want to count them out one at a time or listen to the lesson and then do it on your own. So we're going to count out loud these trash bags. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how many trash bags does Chris have? Okay, so I'm going to hold up the number 6 and I want you to reach for it and tell me that Chris has 6 trash bags. Ready? Hold up. You need to make sure you're looking and I want you to reach for that number. Great. Did you get the number 6? Awesome job. Okay, so now you're going to click the number 6 on the screen so it'll record the correct answer for them. And again, if you have your brothers are at home and they want to help you with this would be a great thing for you guys to do together. So number 6, ding, and that's the part that you guys like the best is when you get the right answer. Okay, so then we're going to go down and talk about who has more. So remember, we've talked about this before at school, the person that has the biggest number is the one that has more. The person that has the biggest number. So we're going to line up 2 and we're going to line up 6. And we want to know who has more. Does Emily have more or does Chris have more? So let's look. Emily had 2. Chris has 6. So who has more? Emily has 2 and Chris has 6. So who has more? Okay, in this example, Chris has more. So I'm going to check Chris. And that is the correct answer. Chris had more because his number is bigger. He had 6 trash bags. Emily only has 2 trash bags. So who has less? Emily or Chris? So who has less? is the person that has the smallest number. So which number is the smallest? 2 trash bags or 6 trash bags? So in this case, Emily has less. Okay, and so how you could do this at home is you can have an object that represented Emily and an object that represented Chris and have the boys reach for the correct answer. Remember, you can do errorless where you're only holding up one answer that is correct and having them reach for that. The other thing you can do is you could just, again, focus on the number. Who had less? Okay, so Emily had 2. So you could hold up the number 2 and you can hold up that number 6 again and say, which one had less? Emily had 2 and you're holding up the number 2. Chris had 6 while you're holding up the number 6. And then you'd want them to point to the number 2. Again, we're working on errorless, so I would prefer you would do it if just holding up the number 2 or holding up 2 sets of the number 2. So in your right hand, you would hold up the number 2, and in your left hand, you'd have the number 2 held up. So you'd written the number 2 times on a piece of paper, on 2 different pieces of paper. But in this case, we're wanting them to scan between the 2 objects. So again, we're working on them looking between 2 objects in order to choose the correct answer. So great job, boys. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so our next one, we're going to count again, and we're going to have Emily and Chris. So you could even help do this when you're working, setting the table maybe for dinner. Okay, so we have Emily cleans 5 plates. Count 5 plates. So you're going to get out your 5 blocks, 5 plates, 5 whatever you have that you can use to count. Okay, so I'm going to have Emily cleans 5 plates. Count 5 plates. So we're going to count each of them together, working on our rote counting skills. Ready? 1, 2, count with me. 3, good job. 4, 5. Okay, so this is again where you would hold up your number card. So I would go ahead and have 2 number 5s written on a piece of paper, or you can cut the piece of paper into smaller pieces, sort of like note cards if you didn't have note cards at home. And you're going to say, how many plates did Emily clean? How many? Did she clean 5 or 5? I would hold up 2. Which one? Which one did Emily count? Whichever one they reach for, which again is going to be the correct answer in both hands, the 5 and the 5, whichever one they reach for is going to be the correct answer. And you'll say, yes, that's right, 5. Emily cleans 5 plates. Then you're going to go on the computer and you're going to click the number 5 to signify that they found the right answer. So that is correct. Emily cleans 5 plates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there is the number 5. And we have Chris. Chris cleans 3 plates. Count 3 plates. So I shouldn't have clicked on this. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so let's count the 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we have 3 and we got the correct answer. And they love when they get that ding. So again, you're going to hold up the number 3 and have them reach for the number 3 to show that they are reaching for the correct answer. Make sure they're waiting before they reach until you've actually asked the question. Sometimes they'll want to reach and grab for the answer or the card or the piece of paper or whatever you're trying to get the boys to reach for. They'll want to reach for it before you actually have asked the question. So make sure that they're waiting. And sometimes we'll say, okay, you need to wait till I ask the question. How many plates did Chris clean? And then you would hold them up and say 3. Did he clean 3 plates or 5 plates? Or you wouldn't even say anything. How many plates did Chris clean? And hold that number up if it's large. If it's not a very large number, you are going to want to prompt them to account for the vision. Okay, and then they reached for it and you've clicked it on your iPad or computer. Perfect. Who cleans more, Emily or Chris? Okay, again, we're looking for the bigger number. So in this case, Emily had 5. So who cleaned more, Emily or Chris? And you have your 2 choices up. If you're going to hold up the names, Emily and Chris, or an object to represent Emily and an object to represent Chris, make sure they're scanning between both objects, and you'll want to make sure that the correct answer is maybe a little closer or more in their field of vision if they are starting to reach for the wrong answer, because again, we want to reinforce the correct answer. So we want to make sure that they are reaching for the correct answer. So who cleans more, Emily or Chris? So in this case, Emily cleaned 5 plates. So Emily cleaned more. Okay, so then who cleaned less? Emily cleaned 5, Chris only cleaned 3. So Chris cleaned less. So the answer is Chris. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to log in to ULS under your username, and I want you to find this activity, and you should be able to do this on your guided, and then I want you to do one more. This page, number sense 3, counting to 10 for independent practice. Remember, you're going to have help with your mom, your dad, your brother, whoever you're living with, whoever you're sheltering in place with. You're going to do it with them and they're going to help you, but I want to see you log in your right answers. I hope you had fun today. I hope you had a great day, and I look forward to seeing you guys real soon. Take care.